SMA Watts here, and we are doing another Vintage Masters draft. And we are also Swiss. And let's see. Well, as nice as Foil Battle Screech is, I think we take the Savannah. I mean, it's Savannah. It's not the best. It's arguably one of the worst dual lands. I don't know if it is the least valuable. Nope. Plateau is objectively the worst. Well, by price. Alright, so out of all of these cards, I think the most powerful is Battle Screech. I mean, what are our uncommons? Sarcomancy, Cabal Ritual. I mean, Chainer's Edict's really good, but I think Battle Screech is objectively the arrogant. I couldn't have gotten some of you in my last draft. Alright, Alright, so we're passing a bunch of good stuff, no matter what. So, like, I'm considering going black-white. And I think in that case, we take Tyrant's Choice. We'll take Chainer's Edict here. I'm going to take the Wild Mongrel. I love me a Mongrel. Like, I'm not married to black right now. It's just, there was nothing. I mean, Arrogant Worm's pretty okay. Alright. In the colors we've been picking so far. Yeah, let's grab another Chainer's Edict. Like, I have no problem just being the, like, having, like, a ton of removal. Though, if all of our removal ends up being like this, all right, we'll take an Exile. All right, Mild Mongrel looks like it's probably not making the deck, actually. What did I take over? What did I take it over? You know, there are going to be some huge impacts in Pauper because of this. Like, Chainer's Edict dropping down to common is huge. Battle Screech dropping down to common is huge. Arrogant Worm becoming common is potentially big. I think we take the Su Chi. I mean, it's a 4-mana 4/4. It's a, like, this pack must have been pretty stacked because Su Chi is pretty high on the pickable list. I mean, it's a 4-mana 4/4 that basically it has no real drawback. Like, its drawback was that it made 4 mana when it dies. So that's not really relevant anymore. I mean, now it just has an irrelevant ability that, if you're not breaking it, doesn't do anything. We do have potential to spell Ash Green. Let's keep that in mind. Alright, so Mesmeric Fiend or Miss Moon Griffin? That's an interesting conundrum. You're a merfolk? You do not look like a merfolk. I think I take the flyer. as my first on-color creature. I guess that pack was just stacked for green, and foil copy of the one of the best green commons didn't make it. I don't know. So I think the choice here is between Sarcomancy and Noble Templar. And I think I'd rather have the Sarcomancy. I think it's the more aggressive card. Ooh. Yeah, so the 3-mana 2/1 or this is kind of like a Wrath effect. We'll take a Gilded Light. I don't think I'm running it, but oh wait, that guy's actually pretty good defensively. All right, well that opens up the option for a red splash, vaguely. So there was one Chainer's Edict we didn't get. Alright, our rare... Alright, every pack's supposed to have a rare. Is Plea for Power. Which I don't think is... What does it do? Starting with you, each player votes for time or knowledge. If you get more votes... If not much more votes, you take an extra turn. If I mean, it's a couple buck card. And there's really nothing in our colors. So sure, we'll take the Plea for Power. It's a weird card. So basically it's draw 3 cards. I mean, that's pretty powerful. 4 mana, draw 3 cards, right? That is sorcery? I'm trying to think. I think Tidings is... Alright, so... Our choices here are Urgborg Uprising, which I'm very inclined towards. Death's Head Buzzard, which I'm also kind of inclined towards because it's a creature. Or Afterlife, which I don't think I want over the other two. So I'm going to take the Suchi. Actually, I think I'm going to take the Suchi. I think a 4-mana 4/4 is exactly what I want. Oh, Radiant got downgraded to an uncommon. So we're taking Radiant. What's this thing do? At the beginning of each... Alright. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature dies this turn, you may draw a card. Oh. Well, that's silly. Yeah, we're taking Radiant. We take Predatory Night Stalker because it's the closest thing to a Necrotol that's in the set. Ooh, I like the art for Psychotog. And while I'd love to have, nifty foil Psychotog, I'm taking a card I can actually run my deck. Benevolent Bodyguard's not what I want to be doing. So this is sort of the opposite direction of where I was headed. I mean, I have this really weird... I have 3 super... Okay, like, guys, Suchi is actually pretty good. Like, 4 mana 4/4s are not bad. Ooh. How many cards left in this pack? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will not get another card out of this pack. So, another Tyrant's Choice. For lack of a... I'm not running Choking Sands, I don't think. Unless I get like 4 of them. I didn't realize it doesn't destroy swamps. I never noticed that. Oh, hey, we got back the other 2 cards. Yeah, let's take the bird. Like, Battle Screech is actually not very good in my deck. Well, actually, Battle Screech is never terrible, but it does require 1 other white creature to work. Otherwise, it's just a 2/2 flyer, basically. Back. So, waiting on... We were between Trade One Rider and Brimez. I just like to note these things. Now, is Brilliant Halo... I think I'd rather have a Seal of Cleansing on my sideboard. Though theoretically, I could have taken the Pine Barrens to be able to splash green. Like, that would have had 2 dual lands to open up a green splash. Fallen Ascari. I draw a card. Yeah, I think this is the... It's a good trick. Alright. Come on. 1 time. Foil Black Lotus. One time. I think the microphone might blow out if I opened a foil Black Lotus. I would be very excited. Regular Black Lotus. Only, well, I think extremely versus very. No, I'd just opening any of the 9 would just be a fantastic. I'd be super stoked. I'd be like, well, whatever. I don't care how bad my deck is. I'm good. All right, we got Memory Jar. One more thing, huh? All right. If we don't take the Memory Jar, we get the 2/2 flanker, I think. But how much is Jar worth? It's not one of the... I think it's like in the $5 range. All right, well. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna reserve him. And see how sad I am that I didn't get the Memory Jar. It's worth like 80 cents. I'm not sad at all. Yeah, so we take the flanking guy. We get past a Future Sight? Worth anything? If we're not taking the future sight, I think we're taking the. That's not worth anything. We're not taking the future sight. We're taking the Doughty Mercenary because, man, we're not getting anything back from that pack. I don't quite think he's awesome in our deck. I mean, he's a 5-mana 3/2 flyer. But I think we take him just to have another creature. I'd love to get like another Edict effect. Another Doughty Mercenary would be pretty nice too, actually. Like, I'm reasonably satisfied with the deck as it is. Another Su-Chi would be kind of cool. You do... What do you do? Okay, yeah, you are pretty good. Like, I knew you were pretty solid as an aggressor. Like, Radiant plus Battle Screech is a hell of a combo. Alright, so we have a couple choices here. And I think the correct choice is the Trooper. Because it's 2/2, can't block, unblockable. No damage. Flyer that deals damage to me is good. Flanking's okay. Yeah, I think this is the best creature overall. Yeah, sure, we take another Tyrant's Choice. Which is not an Edict. I just realized it's just a do 4. I thought it was the other way around. It's a burn spell. Which means I probably should have taken the Exile there. Though having several of them, lots of Lava Axes. This is an interesting set of choices. We'll take the other guy that can get Shadow. I should have taken the Carnophage over that Tyrant's Choice if I'd realized. I thought Tyrant's Choice was reversed. Yeah, I think we take that. Yeah, no. Oop. No, we're playing the Predator Nose Duck. We're probably not playing the Noble Templar, though. Just like we're probably not playing all the Tyrant's Choices we got. I picked those way too high because I misread them. Now, you're in our colors. Yeah. I mean, technically, it does have to do 4 to them. If I really lower my curve, Tyrant's Choice could be really good, actually. Hmm. Well, I'll take away one of the tricks. I'm never going to play that. What am I talking about? This guy's at least kind of almost playable. He's good at getting other guys in. I don't think he's making that a cut, though. I could be misjudging him because I've never played with it before, but... So I'm going to need to cut 4 cards. I don't think Famine's actually what we want for our deck. And I don't think Tirok's Faithful is either. It's possible we might be a 16-land deck, though. Kind of wish I'd picked up a couple more Choking Sands, actually. 10-6 seems good. It does make Radiant and Battle Screech kind of hard to run. Do I have black cards I would rather be running? Then again, I have very few double black. We'll add one more Plains. Man, I wish that worked the way I thought it worked. Would be way better than... Alright, so I think this is what we're going to be running. A very aggressive black-white deck. Screw Synergy.